Hello and welcome to the Elites FX. In this video, we're going to talk about candlesticks, the types of candlestick, what is actually a candlestick, and what do you mean by bullish and bearish candlesticks. So here am I on the TradingView, a famous platform used for analyzing and charting. So basically what you are seeing on this chart is bunch of different sort of boxes on the chart. Some are greens and some are red. So what does these means? These are basically called candlesticks. So a candlestick is basically a representation of price movement in a specific period of time. That means it will give us how price has moved in a specific time period. So if, for example, if I zoom in and look into this specific candlestick here, this is a green candlestick. Green is the representation of bulls. That means when the price moves up in a specific time period, it will be considered as bullish candlestick or a green candlestick. And the bearish candlestick is when the price move toward the downside direction. For example, this candlestick is a bearish candlestick or a red candlestick. This represents price movement toward the downside direction. So every candlestick consists of four parts. So basically, let me zoom in here more again, use my pointer. Okay, now here you can see this candlestick right here. This has four parts. This is the first part, this is the second part, this is third part right here, and this is the fourth one. So on a bullish candlestick or a green candlestick, this area right here, this is the opening price. That means when this specific 1 hour started, because this time frame is a 1 hour time frame. So when this specific 1 hour time frame started, price was trading around this area. So that's why it started from here. And then price started to move lower and it went all the way lower to this area. This actually created a wick to the downside direction. This small line is considered as wick or the shadow. And the lowest price that we have observed in this 1 hour was this area. So around this area. So that was the low of this candlestick. And then suddenly price started to move higher and it goes all the way higher to this area and created a upper wick. That's why this is the high of the candlestick. So this is the high, and then before the end of this hour, price again dropped and goes toward this area. So now we have four parts. This is the opening, this is the low, this is the high, and this is the closing. So this box is basically known as body. So this is body of a candlestick, and these are basically known as wicks of candlesticks. And this is basically a bullish candlesticks. So bullish candlesticks. A bearish candlestick, on the other hand, which is right here, represents when the price move in the downside direction. So in this case, price would have basically started trading around this area. This was the price around here, and then it started to move higher and tried moving higher, but then it stopped at this price, and then it actually started to move lower and went all the way lower to create this lower area. That's the lower wick, low of this candlestick. And then it actually, before the end of this hour, it closed around this area, and it actually created a low, high, opening and closing. So every candlestick will have 4 points: the opening, the high, the closing, and the low. And this is a bearish candlestick because the price moved lower here. So a bearish candlestick right here. So bearish means when the price move lower, and bullish means when the price move higher.